For centuries, martial arts have captivated humanity with elegance, discipline, and power. Before Bruce Lee threw his first punch, before the Shaolin monks mastered their forms, and long before humans ever stepped into a dojo, the jungle had already perfected the art of combat. From the silent grace of the crane to the lightning-fast reflexes of the mongoose, animals have been training, fighting, and surviving with technique for millennia. Our greatest fighting styles were not invented by us, but inspired from the wild. What we call martial arts today was already in motion, millions of years ago. Let's step into the wild and meet the real masters of martial arts. Deep in the Australian outback, two kangaroos face off. But watch closely. This isn't a wild brawl. It's a duel with rules, rhythm, and technique. The kangaroo rises tall, raises its arms, guards its face, and plants its tail like a third leg. Then, with stunning speed, it launches into a double leg strike, both feet hitting like a battering ram to the opponent. Sound familiar? That's because you have just witnessed a natural form of Muay Thai, guarding with the arms, striking with the legs, balancing on a base. In modern martial arts, MMA, gyms around the world, fighters train for years to perfect these moves. But kangaroos? They have been doing it for millions of years. No coach, no gloves, and no belt. In the world of martial arts, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is called the gentle art. A fight where strength takes a back seat and leverage, timing, and control rule the ground. But long before Jiu-Jitsu was ever taught in gyms, nature had already mastered it. Look at the big cats, lions, leopards, jaguars, tigers. When they fight, they don't just claw, they grapple, they lock, they control. Watch the shoulder drop, the hip turn, the sudden sweep, and you're not watching an animal fight. You're watching a wild grappling match. This isn't brute force. It's controlled chaos, and it's pure jiu-jitsu with claws. High in the rugged mountains where the air is thin, two rams stand still eye to eye. Step by step they circle, heads held high like two sumo wrestlers approaching. And then in perfect unison impact, a thunderous crack of skull against skull echoes through the cliffs. But this isn't just about brute strength. The ram that loses footing, or angles wrong, gets pushed out or knocked down. It's about balance, technique, timing. Sound familiar? In sumo wrestling, it's not always the bigger fighter who wins, but the one who holds ground, finds angles, and controls space. And that's exactly what these rams do. No referee, no belt, just generations of instinct honed into perfect form. In the wild, martial arts weren't practiced, they were lived. And when humans first began to codify combat, they looked to the animals. Two of the world's oldest and most powerful martial arts, Shaolin kungfu and Kalaripayattu, were born from the wild. Every stance, every strike, every form, inspired by the tiger's ferocity, the crane's grace, the snake's flow. The jungle didn't just fight, it taught us how. Shaolin Kung Fu was born in the mountains of China, not in battlefields but in temples, where monks observed nature in silence. They studied dragon's spirit, the tiger's raw strength, the leopard's speed, the snake's flow, and the crane's stillness. Each became a fighting style. These weren't symbols, they were systems. Every stance, every strike came from the wild. In the forests of ancient South India, Kalaripayattu was born. The world's oldest martial art still practiced today. Its forms are rooted in the animals of the land, the rooster's agility, the elephant's power, the lion's courage, and the snake's precision. Warriors trained not just to fight, but to move like animals and think like hunters. Before belts and black uniforms, the jungle was the first dojo, and the animals are the real grandmasters. So, the next time you watch a martial artist in action, remember, their movements carry the legacy of the animal kingdom. Tigers, cranes, mongooses, they were the original masters, teaching humanity the art of survival, strength, and grace. This connection is evident in the emphasis on balance, fluidity, and efficiency found in many martial arts styles. Animals didn't just inspire martial arts, they are its ancestors. And through their timeless lessons, we're reminded that nature is our greatest teacher. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the wild roots of martial arts. If this story resonated with you, share it, like it, and subscribe for more incredible connections between nature and humanity. See you next time.